I don't want to do the homework.
It doesn't
like,
give you the answer or the result. It gives you, the challenges and obstacles to get to the result.
Yeah, and it's like...
Which is like, fuck you!
Yeah, exactly. It's like... Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We the Wanderers podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, it's our potty where we talk all things in life, really. As always, you've got your two hosts. You've got myself, Stevie, and the one and only Nick.
What's up?
So today we actually wanted to be really realistic and vulnerable and actually talk about our life at the moment and kind of a bit of a season.
Big seasons.
That we've been in. I think, especially for me, I feel like my season has been a tsunami of the of the universe, kind of just like teaching me brutal lesson after lesson.
Relentless.
Yeah. It's been stressful. I'm going to be honest. It's been emotional. But we are getting through it. And I feel like a lot of people don't normally talk about a tough season whilst they're in a season. They just talk about it afterwards and like how they got out of it. But I kind of want to just be really honest.
Coming out.
Yeah.
The end of it.
Yeah.
Still amongst it, but.
I feel like we're in the tunnel, but we can see the light.
We're in the eye of the storm where it's sort of calmish, and then
maybe,
I don't know. Can't speak for you.
But we wanted to kind of talk about, I guess like we all have like seasons in life or times in life where, things can be pretty tough and pretty relentless. And now kind of being like, okay, we can either just roll over and accept that,
just cop it.
Yeah, exactly. That this is just it. And like everything's too hard and business is too hard, or a new venture like YouTube and podcasting is just too damn hard. But we don't want to do that.
No.
We want to...
No bueno.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno.
We really obviously want to make these things work because like this is the vision that we have for our life.
Yeah.
And, I guess a take-home note for whatever you guys have in your life, whether it's a side hustle or a physique goal or, anything at all, it's like, even though life is throwing all these hurdles at you, if it's something you want to achieve, you've kind of got to like give yourself a hot moment and then be like, come on, let's get back into gear and do it.
I guess it's the universe kind of saying like, these are the obstacles you need to overcome to get to where you want to go. And if you don't cross those hurdles, then you weren't built for this. Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, you didn't want it bad enough. Like it sounds toxic.
That's such a weird, like a hard line. Like, you didn't want it bad enough, so you didn't work hard enough. It's like, well, there's so many other things that come into play.
I think for me, when I say that, it's because I'm thinking of myself and like, obviously with my app that I'm creating, Viber, like I, pray to the universe that I want to be like a successful, CEO, and I want this app to like change the world and change the way people connect. And to me, I pray for these things and it's like, the universe is like dishing me out all the hurdles and all the challenges and all the homework that I need to do in order to do it. Yeah. And I don't want to do the homework.
It doesn't give you the answer or the result. It gives you, the challenges and obstacles to get to the result. Yeah. And it's like... Which is like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't want to do the homework. Like, I just want to be that person already. Like, I want the result. But it's like, I'm not going to get it until I do my homework. Like...
And, if the universe did give you, just hand it straight to you, like everyone else would be handed the same thing.
Or even, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. Like, it would inevitably fail.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I haven't done any of the work to learn.
You haven't built the foundation.
Yeah, and I haven't learnt those skills. So, I don't know, I always think to myself that when things are really tough and patience testing and challenging, I always think, well, this is the universe, like, giving me all the things that I need to become that person, because I'm asking to be that person, but I can't just become it overnight. I need to become that person over time.
Yeah.
So I try to see it that way.
Yeah.
But sometimes
it
is
it's hard
really
not to get tunnel vision on the problem.
Yeah.
Or the obstacle at hand. But a good thing that I like to do is, go back through history, look back at the obstacles you've already overcome.
Shit.
yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people get fixated on the present moment, which is, it's good to be present, but when you're getting too overwhelmed, just to look back at what you've already achieved and what you've come through. I like to think back on, a lot of things like injuries. Whilst you're amongst that, you're kind of like, fuck, is this, how am I going to overcome this?
Yeah,
but,
this is the end of the world.
6 months, a year down the track, like you go, oh yeah, I did do that to my body. Like I did have that injury, and look where I am now. Like I'm still walking, I'm still training.
So wise.
And yeah. Another massive thing is like breakups.
Yeah, true. At the time,
you're like, this is it. This is the end.
Yeah,
for me. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like,
Yeah.
Heartbreak is one of the worst.
Yeah.
One of the worst things.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whilst you're going through the motions, you're just like, nah, this is like, nothing can be worse than this. And then you come out of the end of the tunnel and you look back and you're like, lol.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what? What was I even saying? What was I doing?
Yeah.
And so I just like to look back at those things and just go, if I can overcome that where I thought it was the worst thing in the world.
I'm just thinking of that vine that's like, hello darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. When you're having one of those moments, try to not use hindsight, use foresight, and just, be able to say to yourself, no, I've overcome things that I never thought I would be able to. Like there will be light at the end of this tunnel, and kind of just
true.
Push through it, not just let it happen. Like try and navigate through it, and relieve the stress as you can, but also know that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's actually so true, because with on a business side, I've had times where I've had an investor that is said they're going to buy into it and they're going to do all this stuff, and you negotiate all these things and, equity and blah, blah, blah. And then they pull out and you're like, are you kidding? You honestly think it's the end of the world. You're like, oh my God, where am I going to find another one of those? But then it's you do. And then all of a sudden you kind of you forget about how difficult that time was.
Yeah.
Or same with the gym, as you said with injuries, I've had times where it's you just I've gone backwards, or do you know what I mean? Well, I definitely have, because of recovery wise.
I'm never be able to train the same again.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to do that again.
Yeah. But it's true. And then eventually you do, and you're, benching the same, or you're lifting the same, or whatever. And you're like, oh, yeah, I remember, I used to struggle with X amount of weight. So yeah. It's very, very true. But yeah, now for us, it's I don't know how many weeks, but it's 10 weeks or something to the end of the year, 9 weeks. It's
something like that. Yeah.
Weirdly soon. But we kind of wanted to pick ourselves up and get back into it. I know for Nick, you've had a bit of a content block.
Massive content block, just social media block, just kind of big blocks everywhere, I guess.
A bit of I'm speaking for myself here, but a bit of resentment towards social media. I know.
Absolutely, massive.
I hate Instagram right now. I hate it.
Social media has been a touchy subject for me for quite some time. I've never really liked it. More so just how fake it can be. In saying that, I know there are those authentic individuals that use it, and I absolutely understand that it is a business tool. For myself, obviously, I never really used it for that. So I did see all the fake, unauthentic sort of stuff. But massive content block at the moment. I know I've just been going through this massive procrastination phase where I know there's a lot of projects I want to do. I know what I want to do. I just can't seem to
just
get up
start.
And do it. Starting is the
hardest part.
The hardest part, because I know once I sit down and start something, I can sit there for an hour or two and just chip away at it, but just getting up and starting it has just been a massive struggle as of late.
Which I feel it's funny because my throat just made the weirdest little noise. Sorry guys. I feel it's something where back when I used social media just for fun, just to post my life, just to keep in contact with friends or family that I had, met overseas or whatever, I didn't feel a pressure to, create anything for some kind of purpose. Yeah. And now I feel we went through a phase where we had put these own deadlines on ourselves. No one else had done that to us. We were okay, we want, this particular life. And that means that getting better at videography, or, getting better at being open and being vulnerable and all these kind of things and then it kind of just, I don't know, it kind of got to a point where I think both of us were just fuck this, just threw our hands up in the air. And we were just it just feels if you, I'm going down a rabbit hole here, but if you want to post like a photo on the Instagram, it's like you're going to get like 8 people see it. And it's like if you post a reel of you like dancing and like doing some stupid lip sync, then it's like the world will see it. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Absolutely
want
no
that.
problem with people that want to do that.
Yeah,
though.
but for me, like, it's just, I'm not interested in it. Like, I would
Yeah.
rather be able to like write a post with a lengthy caption about mental health or about like positivity and like happiness and
real,
tips for
basically.
and just
be
like
relatable.
yeah, and that's like my thing is like I want to be able to like help people be more positive and be happier, because like I know I've been through that journey myself. It's once again multiple seasons, but
Yeah.
it's like I just feel like at the moment you just kind of don't get seen on that platform. But that's like a whole other can of worms. So,
Yeah,
but
let's not
it's
go down that rabbit hole.
yeah, but it is a big part of probably why we've been so blocked, and we've kind of given ourselves the time off just to like fully just detox from it. Like I had to like move the app onto a different page so I don't use it nowhere near as much.
Yeah.
Nick deleted it completely.
Yeah, I deactivated my account for a
Yeah.
while.
So, but now we're kind of like, okay, like let's get back into it, back into podcasting, and yeah, onwards and upwards. But just with like, I think a better balance now. We're going to just focus on trying to find a balance and make sure everything's like authentic to us and that we're creating the content that we want to create, not just what
other people want to see.
Yeah, not what like an algorithm says is, good for you. It's like, no, like I just want to create it. And if I want to post twice a day, I'm going to post twice a day. Like if I want to post once every 2 weeks, then I'll post once every damn 2 weeks. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
So that's kind of our thing now on, I guess, like a business / content /
life
front. Yeah. And then we've kind of, I guess, got back into things in like a fitness, kind of sense, but I feel like that could even be in our next episode.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in a way what we're trying to say is like it's okay to have these blocks. It's a part of life. It's ebbs and flows. Like how can you be creative without not being creative? It's just that balance. And just trying to manage everything. So.
Yeah. I think it's like, I don't know, for me, I feel like I don't ever see someone talk about the struggle whilst they're in the struggle.
Yeah.
Like you just hear about it like 2 years ago I really struggled with, but like you wouldn't have known because like on their social media and stuff it was so like bright and bubbly and you're like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I guess we probably both just want to like normalize that like it's okay to go through a season.
Yeah,
like,
we're struggling at the moment.
like
Not struggling, but like we're just like, fuck, man, like really, come on, like
yeah.
what's next?
Yeah, I know, and oh my god, don't even get me started. Like I feel like personally, like I just feel like I've been like treading water.
Yeah.
With like stress and just pressure and like anxiety, even like stuff like that kind of crept back up for me, which was not normal, and that was just life. Life was just temporarily shitting on me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I have to just kind of be like, no, it's okay. Like it's just a season. Like that's it. It's just a season.
You've just gotta like surrender to the universe and just let it do what it's doing. Like at the end of the day, everything's a lesson. It's trying to teach you something. You just kind of need to look for what it's trying to teach you. Yes, it's shit getting hit with fines, bills, money situation is never nice to struggle with, but not even that, even mental health, like you get hit with a lot of things. So kind of surrendering to what's happening and kind of taking the time you need to work through it. Don't try and like sweep it under the rug and carry on. Like you kind of need to work through these things.
Yeah. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
Yep.
So, but yeah, just know that if you are listening and you're in a season as well, or you've been through a season and you're like, why me? Like everybody else's life seems perfect and shiny and rainbows and cats on unicorns.
They're lying to you. They're lying.
No, they might not be lying, but they're probably just not showing the tough times. So
just take it easy. Don't be so hard on yourself. And just look after yourself. Yeah. You don't have to have all the answers to everything. We don't have answers to a lot of things that are happening at the moment. But they're still happening. So. Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. But yeah, hopefully you guys get some kind of what's the word? some kind of takeaway from this in that it's relatable and that you're not alone. So
absolutely.
On that note,
and
we'll
one thing before we go, if you are going through a season, just take this time to sit down and just think about everything you've already achieved and overcome, and just know that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Allow yourself some space and time, and we're all gonna make it through.
Breathe.
This tunnel. Yeah, breathe. Big thing.
Breathe. Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah. Anyways, love yous and leave yous, guys. Hope you have an amazing day.
Yeah, thank you for listening, and stay tuned for the next step.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. Oh. Like, how many weeks left in the year?
Weeks, months, October.
Well,
November,
yeah, it's
December.
like 10 weeks or something left.
Yeah.
Because it's the end of the year. Are you already recording?